Let's talk about the family, the twins, Moroccan and Monroe.
Yes.
Moroccan and Monroe. Did it change your life?
Completely. It used to be just about me, like I gotta get my sleep, I gotta get my rest, I gotta sing, I gotta do this and that. Now it's really like, what are they doing?
Yeah, right.
Are they asleep yet? You know what I mean? Like, what time are we getting up? What's the activities for the next day? And so it's been a journey for me, and it's just the beginning.
Yeah. And you hear people often say that, like a fan of yours will come up to you on the street, they'll say, Mariah, your music is the soundtrack of my life. What does that mean to you?
It's interesting because, of course, that's the highest compliment somebody can give to another, especially when you're talking about a songwriter. A lot of people don't know that I write my songs, but because I've written all these songs, it makes me feel, obviously, it's a huge compliment.
Basically, my whole thing is I'm a people pleaser. I try to be nice because no matter what, if you're a female, you're successful, you're a bitch. They call you a bitch, and it used to really bother me what people said about me. Now I could care less. I mean, they said it all now, so it doesn't really make a difference to me.
So you are not a bitch?
I don't think I am.
We can make it official.
Hey, you know what? If somebody wants to believe that, then they can. If that's going to make their life any better, then go on ahead and believe it.
Because I'm from a biracial family, I guess the assignment, if you have assignments in nursery school, was to draw a picture of your family. And so it was a colorful picture, and my dad was colored with the brown crayon, and the kids were sort of in between, and my mom was with the white crayon. And this is also probably people who weren't thinking about it that deeply, but it scarred me for life in terms of they said, oh, sweetie, you picked up the wrong crayon. And I said, no, that's the right color, as though I had picked up a crayon that was green. And after they laughed, they sort of walked away to the other side of the room and started whispering, and then they never treated me the same way again. And so from that point on, I realized that I was different, and I didn't feel like I was worthy. And so I feel like in a lot of ways I've always been apologizing for being me.
I'm still always going to be a diva in certain ways, and I don't mean that in the bad sense of the word. I just mean, like, if there's a makeup artist there and they don't mind touching me up while I'm directing.
Leave it to Mariah to direct on her own terms in her own movie.
Why not just be yourself and integrate into it? It's a new start for me, really.
They called and offered me this job on my birthday. So when it all worked out, she called and she left me this voicemail, and she sang me happy birthday. And it was like, I was so happy to...
Do not delete that message.
No, I played it for everyone I know. I'm like, hey guys, want to hear this?
That is major bragging rights.
Yes, completely.
Do you actually understand what it is that your voice offers?
Well, thank you for the compliment, first of all, but I am very grateful for my voice and for the gift of music in general, because what it gives to me is, I don't know where I would be. I mean, I really don't know where I would be if I didn't have the ability to write songs, to sing songs, because it's what saved me throughout my entire life, from childhood. Anytime there was something, because I come from a very dysfunctional family, a lot of stuff was always going on in my house that was not normal, not standard. Then I kept it to myself, because to me it was like the one thing that made me feel worth something or special. But I also worked a lot at my range. I worked a lot at...
The thing is that, like, I tried to encourage people to write their songs, but when you go on something like that, a show where if you do get chosen, there's a 365 deal where they basically own your...
Yeah, they do.
And I mean, that's great, because I guess you
felt
famous,
for them.
right?
You felt for them.
I felt for them because I don't think I could do that.
Well,
See, if you were on the panel, and no, honestly, like, there needed to be that person that was brutally honest. I get that. But the brutality didn't have to be so visceral. Like, we didn't need to be brutal to people just to make ourselves feel bigger.
I could see you actually caring about them, and I wanted to see more of that. That's all I'm saying.
And you know what? It's also that you got to follow the rules.
Yeah.
And hey, everybody's just trying to do their job, but I felt that going in the direction of making it into a reality show was not something I signed up for.
Well, I grew up poor. I come from an interracial family. I always felt like the rug could be pulled out from under me, and I've always had this incredible work ethic where I was afraid that if I didn't work twice as hard as everybody else, I wouldn't succeed, and everything I'd worked for my whole life would be gone, and I'd be back living in like a little tiny room in a shack. So, if I had an in-store and I hadn't slept for 20 hours, I would never
blow off an in-store or not go because I might disappoint one fan. What I needed was to just have some boundaries in my life, to take care of myself, to say no sometimes, because I never wanted to say no, because I never wanted to let the fans down, because I don't know how, and I do know a little bit better now, but I never knew how to draw the line.
She came backstage and she looked shell-shocked, and the audience had been going crazy, you know, standing ovation. They were still screaming. You could hear them backstage, and she looks up and she says, "Do you think they liked me?" We were all like, "Yeah, honey, they liked you." She couldn't hear. She was so nervous. She could not hear the crowd, and she was the sweetest thing there.
And it was just like the birth of a star, right there at the Cameo Summer Jam.